Hi there, my name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another edition of my Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney that specializes in Georgia workers' compensation law. In this series, I provide you with helpful information about the rules of Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits available to you under that law. Today, I'd like to talk to you about one of the forms that's used in Georgia workers' compensation cases called a Form WC-104. You'll usually receive this form when your doctor's released you to some sort of light duty work. But before we jump into that, I want to mention an upcoming episode that you should be on the lookout for about another form used in Georgia workers' compensation cases. It's actually two forms, Form WC-200A and WC-200B. And these forms are used when you want to request a change in physician or when you want to agree to a change in physician. Well, let's jump back to the Form WC-104. This document, as I mentioned earlier, will often show up when your doctor has released you to some sort of work with restrictions. In other words, you may have been on total disability for some period of time. Your doctor has said you've been out of work completely as a result of your injury. And then at some point your doctor says that you can go back to some sort of light duty type of work. It may be sedentary work, which is basically desk type work, or it may be work that is light duty or medium duty and allows you to lift more than a sedentary type job would. With any sort of restricted work release, the insurance company is supposed to file a Form WC-104. It's basically a notice to you that the doctor has released you to return to work so that you can know that you can look for work that's within your restrictions if you want to do so. Now, the law does not require you to look for work in order to keep receiving benefits in this particular situation if you've already been receiving benefits. However, what the Form WC-104 does do is start a clock ticking that your benefits are going to potentially be reduced if you stay on restrictions for a year and you have not returned to some sort of work. Now, if you do return to work, your benefits are going to be reduced or cut off completely. And when I talk about benefits, I'm talking about the weekly workers' compensation benefits that you receive as lost wages, called temporary total disability benefits. If you return to work, you're going to be, at the very least, reduced to temporary partial disability benefits, or if you're making as much as you made before you got hurt, your benefits will be cut off completely. If you don't go back to work, the Form WC-104 basically is going to assume that you're capable of going back to work a year later. If you've stayed on restrictions that whole period of time and continued to receive benefits and haven't gone back to work, you're going to get reduced from temporary total disability to temporary partial disability. The main problem that this causes for many people is that if you're receiving somewhere above the maximum temporary partial disability rate in temporary total disability benefits, then your check at that point will get reduced down to the maximum rate. So the maximum rate for an injury that occurred in 2017, the maximum temporary partial disability rate is $383 per week. If you were receiving more than that amount, then when the Form WC-104 becomes effective, potentially a year after it's been filed, you'll get cut to that maximum temporary partial disability rate. If you were already receiving less than the maximum temporary partial disability rate, then the Form WC-104 may not have much immediate effect on you. But it may have a longer term effect on you in that when it kicks in, the period of time for which you can receive benefits in the future may get reduced because you can only receive temporary partial disability benefits for 350 weeks from when you were injured, whereas you can receive temporary total disability benefits for 400 weeks. So your benefit period that you're potentially eligible for gets shortened by almost a year when this form kicks in. Now, if the form's not done correctly, then the insurance company may not be able to put it into effect. Basically, if there are issues with the form, you may be able to prevent the insurance company from reducing your benefits or from shortening your time period. So it's very important to check and make sure that they do everything correctly under the form, which includes notifying you within a certain period of time of when the release is filed, and also attaching a copy of the doctor's release to that form. Hope you found this information helpful today. If you have, please let me know. The best way to do that is by giving this video a thumbs up or by liking it. If you want more information about Georgia workers' compensation, I'd encourage you to visit our Perkins Studdard Workers' Compensation YouTube channel. You can view all the videos from the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series there and subscribe to be notified of future videos as they come out. You can also visit our website, www.perkinslawtalk.com, and read the workers' compensation articles that I've written on our blog there. If you have some specific questions, certainly feel free to reach out to me to set up a free consultation about your case. You can do that either by going to our website and completing the free consultation request form, or by calling us at the phone number on the bottom of the screen, and we'll get one scheduled for you. Thanks for watching today, and I wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injury.